good mood the vibe is here today, how good everyone's feeling. Obviously the sign of a veteran team, but where does that come from after loss? Who kind of does the lifting in the room to kind of get the spirits up?
You got a spectrum, right? Leadership is spread across the whole group. I don't know where it starts necessarily, but our trainers come in a good mood every day. And why wouldn't they, right? Like, they're a great bunch of guys. Whether we win or we lose, it shouldn't be on your trainer's face, right? They're ready to roll. So people come in a good mood. Players know what they're going to face today. We're going to handle the day. We're going to look at the things that we need to deal with, but it's for a simple reason to get better and give ourselves a better chance to win a game tomorrow. And we want to make sure that by the time they walk out of this room, their day's been handled. We know the things they have to do in the weight room, all the other things they're required to do. And by the time they leave this room with the coaches, the game's been talked about, the plan's been set. We look forward to it for the next day.
Right side, second row.
Coach, recently after every game you've mentioned that a lot of the best opportunities maybe aren't getting to the net. Just the balance between high shot volume and being able to have some consistent challenging on Igor.
In general, I don't know if this is going to end up being true, but I've never considered us a high shot volume team, except we shoot a lot of pucks. Like we'd be in the top 2 or 3 teams in the league, pucks to the net. Yesterday has to be an aberration around the National Hockey League year at 108 to 44 in shot attempts. I wouldn't see that regular season, let alone a game like last night. So shooting less is a nice idea from a studio and sometimes on a line. So you get 3 guys on your bench, say maybe we can hold on to that one and try to change sides and stuff, but at no point would our game plan be, hey, let's shoot fewer pucks for better opportunities, because what we're trying to create is certainly goals, but we scored 4. We scored 3 in game 1, 4 in game 3. That's enough goals. We have to defend. I don't think that we give up a whole hell of a lot. When you give up 44 and 23 get to your net, you're not under siege. So it is what it is. We lost the game. We have a pretty good idea where I think we can be marginally better with the puck. I say marginally because I think we can make slight improvements with it, but we're pretty good with the puck.
Right side, George.
I have a 2-part for you. Thank you. When we talked just before the Lightning series, you said you didn't have to say anything to the guys. They're ready. I mean, this is the eve of the playoffs. How much are you going to have to say tomorrow?
No, I got it all done today. I got, as long as they know how you feel, they know how you're walking in the room tomorrow. Words won't be important, it'll be emotion and mood, but there's nobody in there not fired up, ready to go. I mean, I guarantee you that every single conference final has been 2-1 at some point. Every single one that's ever been played. So we're no different than half the other conference finals in the history of the game.
And looking back at Wennberg's the game-winning goal there, how much do you have to show that on video? It seemed like there was a couple breakdowns that just don't usually happen.
Yeah, it's one. Just show one. Yeah, I dealt with it.
Is it Rodriguez or?
No, I'm not giving you. I'm not serving anybody up on that. The teams play one of 2 ways. They either run a switch off with their center or don't. Those are pretty much the only 2, and then that will change on whether there's overloads or they teed up top. But we got a plan. It's very similar to New York's.
Mm-hmm. Paul, I know last night you didn't want to play player safety and everything, and but Trouba was fine today. You know, I guess
take the hat, pass it around.
Yeah.
Poor lad, poor Jake.
Yeah.
Won't be able to eat.
I guess like looking back on it, like
it won't matter how well you craft this.
Okay. All right. How about this? How would it have?
Not fighting it.
Yeah. How would it have changed if it would have been a 7-minute power play there, 5-on-4? And also, is Rodriguez still okay today?
Roddy looks good. There would have been 3 more minutes. They would have started with the 5.
Left side, third row, Kristen.
Paul, you don't want the team to just flush what happened yesterday, use the term, have a little growl a little bit after that. What do you want that to look like tomorrow when the guys are on the ice?
It wouldn't necessarily be a manifestation of that growl and that we need to hit more. I mean, we were physical enough. There wasn't that. We spent a lot of time in there, and you know, we need to be able to get to the net. Sometimes you're just looking for a certain attitude. That's all. Just come to the net and well, we'll flush that one. Why would we flush that one? We put up 108, gave up 44. Where can we get better? Where can we turn that into a win? So coming to the rink today, determined to find answers, to deal exactly with the whole thing, to take a look at it and say, all right, make us better, make us a half inch better, an inch better for tomorrow night's game. That's kind of what the coach's job is. Make them walk out of the room certain, right? This is how we're playing. It's like growl, just there's nothing casual. But I'm light and easy with all of you, and why wouldn't I be? None of you played poorly yesterday. I haven't really read much of what you read, so don't take that personal either. It's a time thing. But we would be wired and ready to go in that room. The intensity level would be pretty high. I just want to make sure it's certain when they come there and go, what we're doing.
One more for Coach.
You spoke the other day about Ekman Larson.
That can't be held against me. Yeah, I've been doing this for 30 years. You pull something out from
No, I'm not even going to ask about him.
sweet.
Different Swedish guy though. His role kind of needing to recede when your decor got healthier. Ekman Larson, I'm saying. For Forsling, look what he's done with an elevated role in the earlier in the season, and he's kind of taken that and really flourished throughout the season and now the playoffs. How important was that earlier part of the season and having that bigger role into his development now?
So there wouldn't be a major shift in terms of his minutes, but partner would have been, right? He and Aaron Ekblad played the entire year together last year for the first time. He had played with Radko Gudas the year prior. So then he gets moved up into the 1-2 hole with Aaron Ekblad, plays against the other team's best, does really well, and then Aaron's out and Oliver comes in. But Oliver's a veteran player, so they just make adjustments. He's a left-handed shot, so that's an adjustment, how you move the puck across the ice, where you have to support a lefty, puck's coming into the middle. If he gets jammed on the wall in the offensive zone, so he just, real smart guy, makes those adjustments. I think, I never felt Gustav was ever underconfident. There's no arrogance in the man, but he wasn't, for a guy that had the kind of scratch and claw, got wavered, you know, healthy scratch to the 1-2 hole. There might be some doubt sometimes in there. I just never really saw it from him because all you look at is the process that he's going through. Just, God, he works so hard every day. He was just getting better and better. So I don't think the opportunity to take on a bigger role because he was playing with a different partner changed his personality. I think you're just seeing the natural ascension of a man that has done absolutely everything he can do to max himself out. Where he gets to, I'm not sure. The joke was if he keeps it going, he's going to be leading our team in scoring here by the end of this thing, and we won't hold him back. He cracks that bar off that rush, and that's a guy who's confident in shooting the puck. He scored some big goals, almost series-winning goals, tying goals last night, so he's feeling it when it's on his stick.
Thank you for your time.